set for this ODI series. Let's play. Oh, and significant movement that has come back and jagged in off the surface. That has gone not an insignificant amount, Carlos. 3-4 bat widths, and somehow I think it's only missed on height. Guided away. And with Azari Joseph's pace, it will push towards the rope and just about get there. It's a nice start for Andrew Balbirnie, cut in half from his very first delivery. The women's in 2 T20Is. Sterling cuts this away and does break the streak of dots and finally gets off the mark in grand style. As Sterling laces that one. May well have gone all the way. It's a very flat 6. Might not have got higher than maybe 4 or 5 meters off the ground, but it flies to the rope, and it's a fantastic end to the 5th over. 20 for none. Edged away, this will be 4. Races away. It's probably, what, only 55 yards or something like that up there, Carlos. Bit of fortune, the 2 slips in place, flies over their head. Balbirnie will lace it through the offside for 4 more.
He's not going to miss out here. This is a soaring 6. Lovely from Sterling, his second 6 of the innings. And that's cut away. It'll run all the way to the boundary for 4. Started the over with a boundary, ends the over with a boundary. 6 off the first ball, 4 off the last of the 8th over. Ireland are 40 without loss. It's going to be runs, and it's 4 runs as well. And that's going to beat the fielder, and it'll make its way to the rope. It'll trickle across, but that's another boundary for Paul Sterling. He moves on to 25. There it goes. That's the wide. It goes away for 4. That's the shot. And it'll take a little bit of movement to get there for the fielder, who's not going to cut it off, Evan Lewis.
Just confirmation it wasn't. No ball as Sterling goes on the pull and will get surely a boundary. It's very short that side. He's edging closer to a most remarkable landmark. Paul Sterling's impact on the world game, and he's going to just continue along his merry way now, and he'll rather fittingly get a little bit of assistance from the fielder too. It will be leg buys, it won't go next to his total. He'll stay on 10,000 for now. More, none of those players still playing. This one's driven through the covers, maybe a slightly lackadaisical effort at cover, and it will race to the rope.
Look to spoil the party here for Ireland. Paul Sterling, though, is going to try to right the ship with another boundary. Paul Sterling gets it away, and that will be a half-century for the captain. Moves to 52, just 61 deliveries. First ball, though, is going to be a potential wicket, and indeed it is. Caught on the boundary, it's the breakthrough for West Indies. Roston Chase into the attack and strikes with his first delivery. Paul Sterling gone for 54. It'll go away to the boundary. It's going to be an additional 4. And Carmichael. Oh, that is helped on its way. 1 bounce 4. That is the shot he was looking for. Beautifully pulled away by Balbirnie. 1 bounce and over the boundary. Forward goes short again. This is going to be lifted high and long. It's handsomely 6. And Balbirnie is upping the strike rate here. Oh, takes the edge. And Carmichael is dismissed. Forward with a breakthrough after being punished in the over by Balbirnie. He's got the wicket of Carmichael for 16. You can use those long levers, so too can Andy Balbirnie, who hits another 6.
Balbirnie goes to that trademark slog sweep, gets enough of it, and he will get 6. And Well, nearly some damage caused up in the crowd there. That is a fine blow. He's very aggressive and he's showing it yet again. That's a good stroke. Banged into the surface at no shortage of pace by Shamar Joseph, and an old-fashioned hook shot well in front to square. Gets 4. Glorious stroke. What a way to bring up the 200. Ireland are starting their summer in some style in the sunshine here. Should well be the second boundary of the over. Straight down the ground, as straight as an arrow from Tector. He does get 8 from Graves' comeback over. Ireland have their 200 up. It's 2:06 for 2. Beautiful drive, a flowing drive from Tector, and it's going to find the gap and race to the rope. It's one of the longer pockets of the ground there, but it's to the attack. And with his extra pace on, there's going to be runs and wicket-taking opportunities. The first one is a boundary from Tector, slashed away. Clipped away, and it's going to be one-day international century number 9 for Andrew Balbirnie. He has started this season in red-hot form, to say the least. He's made the move up to the northwest. He follows up scores of 91, 101 and 63 for them in the Interpros, and real emotion and delight on the face of Andrew Balbirnie. Again, it's that slog sweep that he goes to. Trademark Balbirnie. Drives off the seamers and sweeps off the spinners. Guys here. And cashing in a big way. And it's going to race away to the rope. It's always very short at both straight ends of the Clontarf venue.
34.
Looks to accelerate, but he's going to perish in the wish to do so. He picks out Moti. And it's a simple catch. Takes nothing away from a marvellous innings and continues a red-hot streak of form. Dug into the surface, and Tucker more than good enough for that. Little bit of a double bluff, and Tucker, well, you know, he's taken him 2 deliveries to get to that. Guided away behind square. Third is up in the circle. It will race to the rope. Flying start from Lorcan Tucker. He's looking really good.
Leaner than usual.
He's going to try and cash in now. Gets to the landmark and follows it up with a boundary. That's the power of Tector through the offside. Chips it straight to cover. It's a tame end for Tector. He's played very nicely, but Alzarri Joseph is very much keeping the West Indies in this contest. He, for me, has been the pick of the attack. Well, he's going to get 4, but not where he intended it. Banged into the surface. Tucker's looked for the hook shot. Flies off the top edge. Not for the first time today. There's been plenty of those.
Juggled his bowlers really well. Can this get the distance? No. Oh, what an effort in the deep. Brilliant from Brandon King. Takes the catch, goes outside the rope.
Dockrell has picked out the man. He's going to be dismissed. Evan Lewis is never dropping that. Again, great knowledge of the opposition. You'd have to think driven a lot by Kevin O'Brien. 300 will be brought up with aplomb. It's a first international boundary for Tom Mays, and maybe one of the largest cheers of the day. It means that Ireland have had to use all 300 of their deliveries to get there, but they will surpass 300 and be very pleased. Remember, they lost the toss. They were asked to have a bat first on what looked like a greenishly tinged wicket, but they've posted 303 for 6, and on a historic day for Ireland's captain Paul Stirling, driven by an Andrew Balbirnie century and 50s from himself and Harry Tector. I think overall Ireland will be pretty pleased and very much in this contest at the halfway stage.
First ball to come, target 304. Barry McCarthy opening for Ireland, a combative bowler. Straight down the ground. There's a quick single, stumps hits. How close is that? Ireland are celebrating what they feel is a wicket. Harry Tector. First runs off Tom Mays. It's a bludgeon boundary by Brandon King. Put this one away. very comfortably. Mays strays down leg side and he's punished by King. This one worked away by Carty. It'll beat the fielder and another 4. Little straighter again. This is chipped and it'll be out. The second wicket. Barry McCarthy strikes with the final ball of the 7th over. West Indies are 2 down. Casey Carty removed for 6 as Josh Little takes the catch. Tom Mays continues. Driven straight. Fielder's in the circle. That's going to be 4.
Carted away. Too short, too wide, and well, that's an absolute buffet ball from McCarthy. His first really poor one as King just climbs into it. Well, that Wasp might fall now down into lower single digits because Barry McCarthy, he may have been dismissed for a boundary, but he's now dismissed Brandon King. Massive appeal given. McCarthy absolutely on fire and living every second of it and loving every second of it. Bowls him, it's a beauty, and what a maiden international wicket for Tom Mays. The stuff of dreams. My hand right now. Driven aerially at a catchable height, and it should race to the rope. Graves into his work immediately. 3 followed by 4 from his first 2 deliveries.
And that's what's kept him out.
Nicely guided into the leg side and will again fly to the rope. He might have just got carried away a touch by his exertions. Now whipped into the leg side and whipped away for 4. Well, an action-packed over and a little counter-punch here, led by the 31-year-old Justin Graves, who's having a remarkable time of things over the last 2 years. There'll be 4 boundaries in the over. McCarthy getting far too full, and it maybe was an over too many. Perhaps they should have gone with Josh Little. Pulled away and pulled into the gap. It's going to be 4 more. Well, Graves is starting in T20 mode here, isn't he? Flies to 23 off just 9 deliveries. Square drive, and well, Graves has started like he's playing on a different pitch to the rest of his teammates. It's another boundary for him, again overpitched and punished. Going to be 4 more. This is not a highlights package you're watching here. It's Justin Graves smashing everything to the rope.
For the 4.
It will be number 6, and fittingly it's Paul Sterling that takes the catch. Ireland need to pinch themselves again.
A bad one.
The free hit is hammered away. I think it's going to go all the way, in fact. It's a good stroke from Roston Chase. He's a very effective batter. Swept away. Very short up there. Will race away, and it'll be a boundary for Chase, who's taken a while to get in, but is starting to get into his work. Hooked away and hooked all the way. And that will reduce that required run rate. Roston Chase, he really is the man for all seasons. Whatever the format, whatever the occasion for the West Indies, he often stands tall and answers the Yorker in fine style. That's a gorgeous stroke, isn't it? The on drive pierces the gap and races to the rope.
Straight back past the bowler, that'll be 4. It's a wonderful riposte from Roston Chase.
Too far behind.
It's to play a lovely stroke, and indeed that is all the way to the boundary for 4. There's going to be more runs here, and it's going to be 4. And there's the edge, and it'll skip away kindly for West Indies all the way to the boundary. It's cut away beautifully. Bit of a chase on, and disappointingly for Tom Mays.
Use of the feet and picked up and smoked down the ground. He's a fine ball striker forward, isn't he? And you get such good reward hitting straight. Bolden And the gamble works for Sterling, and it's the big wicket of Rustin Chase. Dockrell will continue. Oh, and he's got another. He's got 2 and 7 deliveries. He's actually on a hat-trick. He's clean bowled Rustin Chase, and now he's forced Alzari Joseph to chop on one that's maybe kept a little low. Hat-trick ball. Oh, guided away beautifully. It's going to race to the rope. Doesn't need to slog sweep that kind of a length, and just opens the face. Back-to-back boundaries. Well, West Indies, they bat a long way down. He's got 2 international 50s next to his name, 1 in test matches and 1 in ODIs, and it's been an action-packed 9 deliveries from George Dockrell, isn't it? This might be another chance. Tom Mays is out at long off and holds on. George Dockrell has 3 and 11 deliveries, and Ireland are on the brink of what would be, well, a monumental and a quite massive victory in this first ODI.
Joseph in at the crease, this one straight up, and Ford is going to be caught, it seems, straight underneath it. Barry McCarthy has 4. Ireland have a fantastic victory and won by 124 runs as Josh Little takes the final catch. Barry McCarthy strikes. A great 4 for Barry McCarthy, and a wonderful victory, Isabel Joyce, for Ireland, first up in this series.